I mean, I'm a fat greedy motherfucker enough as it is, but having an entire island with like chocolate everywhere is like, oh yeah, you can just eat that, you can just go drink chocolate there. I'm like, oh god, Jesus Christ, like, imagine, like, I probably would look like Luffy and Chopper at the end of this chapter. I'd probably be just this giant rolling ball. I'm already bad as it is, but it's like, I think if I had that much chocolate on that island, I'd probably explode. So hey, we finally arrived on like one of the islands as well, on the top land of like One Piece, and finding out that, you know, what's this like shocker at all, that like one of Big Mom's like places at all is actually made of food itself. It's made of chocolate and everyone's going to heaven. It's like, you know, they have chocolate hot springs, chocolate cloves, like, it's like, Jesus Christ, like, how much chocolate do you need? Like, although I'll be pretty pissed if I'm wearing chocolate clothes and just someone just starts eating my like fucking shirt. Like, tell me that. Like, one of the things I can appreciate, I like how nonchalant like just Brook was looking at Nami's panties, like when she was like trying on that new dress. He's just there like looking down, you know, just going like, you know, enjoying it, and then trying out nonchalant having a cup of tea while he's at it. Although, like, come on, everyone can see that. Oh, I wonder why Nami got a new outfit. I don't know, maybe it's for, like, another 10 billion fucking figures that they can just sell. But goddamn, she does look fucking hot. I can't deny that. Like, Nami, I know exactly why Oda put that dress on for, but it's like, goddamn, that is... Honestly, the most interesting thing about the whole, like, you know, like, all the islands around together, like, the whole top land, like, the country of 10,000, about what's interesting about it is that basically there's a bunch of people around there, like, you know, there's all different kind of races gathered here, like, you know, there's minks around there, Tontai, like, you know, there's all different kind of people from all different kinds of life, and it's just like, she wants a utopia where all races from around the world can live in harmony without the, like, discrimination, like, prejudice or segregation. It's just like, that explains why, obviously, like, you know, why Peckham's and the rest of them and there, and I'm like, you know, that's probably the most interesting thing about the chapter I actually found. I was like, that's actually kind of cool, like, that kind of explains, like, why she has so many people around there. I think might as well, like, she does like eating people, so it might be also as well, like, oh, I just want ingredients for everyone. Meanwhile, where they're like, well, we're gonna go out and try and get some information, try and source some stuff out. Luffy and, like, Kilo's Chopper just ended up going, eating up someone, like, some poor bastards, like, you like, cafe, and it's like, yo, that's illegal, you can't just do that. But they're like, it's like, it was not too delicious, it was too delicious not to eat, we couldn't help it. And saved by the last minute by actual Princess Pudding coming around with like her crew. It's like, okay, so she's actually the owner of the cafe, and she was actually getting really giddy about, like, you know, like, oh yeah, you really enjoyed it, but you didn't eat all of it, so you just shove it down. God's sake, isn't that gotta be like heaven though? It's like, oh, like your builders and all that, your construction workers, oh, you gotta take this place down. Oh, I've gotta take a place down. How do I do that? Oh, I just get a fucking spoon and just go in. I mean, like, that's pretty much a heavenly island, but you know, it's exactly the same thing with like Dressrosa, and I was getting reminded about that. It's like, we look at this, how much bullshit is going on behind the scenes from this? Like, how much slimy shit is going around where, I don't know, the bricks are made of people, or like, there's got to be something that they've got to be doing for this. I mean, the whole issue got resolved, and they're like, yeah, let's have a chat, let's go and talk about everything, and like, Luffy kind of let it slip about, you know, oh, I'm Luffy, I'm gonna be king, and they're like, yo, shut the fuck up. We can't, and she's like, oh, I hear this. And meanwhile, we get to see Big Mom on Whole Cake Island with, I'd like to say, like, the best description for it is murderous plants, like everything from fucking Beauty and the Beast coming alive with all this furniture mixed in with Alice in Wonderland. It's just like, how many, like, you know, like, guidelines do you want to take from here? Like, Oda, I'm pretty sure you're taking everything from fucking Disney right there. It's like, oh, let's, like, it genuinely looks like just a, like, horrific island full of, like, let's have cracked out Beauty and the Beast and Alice in the Wonderland stuff. And it's like, oh, yeah, it's 3 days till the wedding. Yeah, everyone's, like, celebrating. It's like, oh, let's have, what, is the strawberry jam going to be made out of blood? And I guess, like, the only thing that we either got to see out of, like, Big Mom is that we actually got to see, like, silhouettes of her people. We got to see, like, some chick with a very long katana, some dude with a big old hat, some like weird bird looking thing, and it's like a bunch of people was like, yeah, we're gonna make this real big scrumptious cake. However though, like, everyone was like, yeah, we're gonna make it out of blood and all that. It's like, you know, we're gonna have a devilish sacrifice of this land, and we're gonna, this country full of kind of peoples and all that. And it's like, you know, it's hot land, yeah, it's like, we're gonna have some shit. I don't know, a lot of people probably said, like, oh, we finally got to see like the full design of like what exactly Big Mom looks like. To be fair though, we've seen it like numerous of times in the anime. It's just like we've always had her like face blacked out, and it's like we already see her like with a hat and like, you know, see the dress, and I'm like, I wasn't exactly too much about it, although she does know that the Straw Hats are there, so that's the kind of issue, I guess, like, with the set, like, that's all I saw, like, this chapter was, is that it's creepy, and it's like, yeah, it looks, like, really cool in a way, it's like, that's like, obviously what it's supposed to be, it's supposed to be, oh, look at all these friendly things, but they're absolutely fucking evil, and it's like, yeah, it was a setup chapter. That doesn't mean it's a bad thing, but, like, when I saw people saying this is a fucking GOAT chapter, like, 10 out of 10, like, I was like, really? Like, for the most part, we saw Luffy and Chopper fucking eating, and it was like, oh, Nami got a new dress. Like, honestly, I believe the most interesting part of the chapter was finding out about, like, how, like, she's got every single person, like, around there, like, the top islands, like, you know, thousands and thousands of people, like, all from different races, and I'm like, well, that's probably because she wants different people to eat. And then we got to see a tiny look at, like, what her crew's going to be looking like. I'm kind of curious, though. We've only seen a little bit of, like, Big Mouth's people, so I really wanted to kind of see, like, more of her elites, so to speak. Overall, I thought it was a, it was a 6. I thought it was a fine chapter. I genuinely, I enjoyed it, but I was like, kind of, it was a sub chapter. It doesn't mean it's good, like, that amazing or bad. Like, it was just, it was fine. A setup I was pretty much expecting for One Piece. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What do you think about that delicious, like, island of chocolate? Did you wish that you could just be there and just go, I want a bit of that chocolate? And also as well, I guess, yay, we saw Big Mom's, like, full design, but we've kind of seen her, like, a lot of times. So I'm like, I don't know, that kind of felt a little bit underwhelming to me. Although I was a little bit terrified about everything around her, like, murder, murder, we're gonna kill everyone. I'm like, oh dear, Jesus Christ. It's like, I'm not looking forward to seeing those things, like killer fucking Beauty and the Beast tables and shit. So, we're going to leave that at that, ladies and gentlemen. But that's all from me. Thank you much for watching as always, and I'll see you guys next time.